I'm fucked up, homie, you fucked up. But if God got us, then we gon' be alright.
Nigga, we gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright.
What's the word, people? It's your boy, J-Money89 Boy here, with something that I'm trying to do different for UBI TV. We never really do these type of things. Depending on, now, I'll do more of these depending on how you guys respond to it, if you guys want to see more of this. So, today is going to be the first UBI TV movie review. It's not going to be all of it, it's just going to be me. But who knows, we all could probably get together and review movies later on in the future, but I'm just trying to see how you guys will respond to this. So, the gameplay looking in the background is Transformers Devastation, which is definitely fucking fitting for what the fuck I'm about to review. So, let's see, last Wednesday, Transformers The Last Night came out. You know, it's a Michael Bay Transformers movie. You know, those movies are notorious for being shat on and bad and all of that. And, I just saw the movie last night. And I was like, you know what, this movie kind of inspired me to do a little movie review. Now, I don't know if y'all know, but me and Brand New are Michael Bay Transformers movie fanboys. We liked all of their movies. I liked the first one. Second one could have been a little better. It was okay though. I didn't hate it. The third one was good. Ironically, we liked Transformers 4. I know a lot of people don't like Transformers 4, but I liked it. And then this one, shit, I liked it too. I like Transformers The Last Night. It was a good movie to me. Now, first things first, this is going to be a spoilers review. So if you don't want to see any spoilers, I advise you to get the fuck out now and go watch someone who you know, didn't spoil it. But yeah, this is going to be a spoiler review. So first things first, let's get some of the bad things out of the way, or some things that I had some problems with. So first of all, this movie was advertised poorly. They advertised this whole big ass thing about Optimus Prime being evil, you know, being Nemesis Prime, and like, you know, it was basically just to get people to see the movie. But the thing is, he wasn't even evil that long. Like, once he like finally comes on the screen, he's all evil and shit. Someone's fucking texting me, god damn it. He wasn't even evil. Like, I mean, he was evil, but he wasn't evil for a long time. Like, they're trying to get this whole fucking staff and shit to stop Quintessa from getting to Earth and awaken Unicron, because apparently this fucking stupid shit was. Now this is stupid to me. So they thought Quintessa was like basically trying to shoehorn Unicron and being Earth, and it was just, I didn't like that. I was like, no. I'm like, you tried it, but no, kill yourself. I didn't like that. But anyway though, she needs like this little staff of power to like reawaken them and shit, so they can kill them and basically destroy Earth. So Optimus Prime comes in, he takes this staff, right, from this human girl that Mark Wahlberg is with. And first, it was kind of funny. Mark Wahlberg's like, "What's up, Prime? You remember me?" Optimus Prime like, "Nigga, I don't know who the fuck you are. Get away from me, nigga. I got business to take care of." And so he takes the staff away from her, and then him and Bumblebee start fighting. The ship is like coming out of the fucking water and shit, and him and Bumblebee start fighting. Now, first of all, they fight wasn't even that long. They fight was like about good 4 minutes. Optimus Prime was evil for about like 7 minutes. And then it's like, he starts beating Bumblebee ass. Bumblebee beats his ass. They were actually kind of evenly matched. The fight wasn't as one-sided as I thought it was going to be until like the end, where Optimus Prime just like, he goes to stab him, like you see in the trailer, but then he like cuts Bumblebee, like Bumblebee puts a little mask on to cover his face and just cuts it, and then he like tears the mask off, and he's about to do it again, then he misses, or I think Bumblebee like dodged it, and then Bumblebee starts talking like in his actual voice. Like, he does not, like, I know Bumblebee uses the radio to talk in the Michael Bay movies, but he doesn't do that. He doesn't use the radio to talk. He actually like speaks in his actual voice, and that's what snaps Optimus Prime out of his little Nemesis Prime mode. Now, that was, if you hated the Martha moment in Batman vs Superman, you would hate that. Because like, now to me, I found it kind of touching. I was like, oh, that's kind of tight. Like, you know, his original voices what brought his homie back. But like, the thing is that it makes sense to me. Optimus Prime said he hasn't heard his voice since Cybertron fell. But I'm like, are you gonna pretend like Bumblebee didn't talk at the end of the first Transformers movie? That's one of the fucking biggest continuity errors in the Transformers movie ever. Like, 'cause at the end of the first Transformers, Bumblebee's like, I wish to stay with the boy. And then Sam was like, you talking now? I was like, yeah. I'm like, oh, he talked. But then after that, he always talked to the radio. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, I thought his voice was fixed. I'm like, how you just gonna forget that important fucking detail? Anyway though, Bumblebee's original voice sounds completely different than what he sounded like at the end of Transformers 1, which I actually like his voice. He sounds like a you know, a spunky little kid, kind of like how he did in the cartoon. So I like that. But yeah, that basically what snapped him out of it. Another thing I didn't like shots in the trailer where Optimus Prime was evil. He was actually good. Like when he was fighting those little robots of the Decepticons and he chopped their head off and he was all evil and shit. He was actually good at that moment. Like in the actual movie, his eyes were blue and he's, you know, he just killed them. Now actually that part is actually one of my favorite parts of the movie because Optimus Prime is like, you know, he's coming in, he's on this gigantic flying fucking transformer dragon and shit. He comes in, first of all, those little Decepticons, they combine into like this one big ass Decepticon. So he jumps in, cuts his face off, then it breaks down to like 5 or 6 Decepticons that make it up, right? And then he like takes his sword and he draws at him like, did y'all forget who I am? And I was like, fuck yeah, nigga, let's go. I'm like, scrap these bitches. but yeah, that was, and then they didn't explain how Megatron became Galvatron, because you know he was Galvatron in the last movie, but then all of a sudden he's Megatron again in this one. They never explained how he changed that. And me and Brand New were basically thinking like, well, maybe because Megatron was like, it was already stated that Megatron was a part of Galvatron. Maybe he just took over Galvatron and just transformed his body so he could be Megatron again. But I feel like something important is that they should have explained that, because the whole thing of Galvatron is like, we will meet again, Prime, like, and you have people saying this one like, well, what the fuck happened? It's kind of fucked up. And another thing I didn't like, how the hell did Kay Yeager become a fucking fugitive? That's a big plot hole to me, because like he was just like at the end of the this really pissed me off. He was cool with the fucking, like, you know, Joshua, the fucking bald-headed motherfucker that Stanley Tucci played in the 4th one. He was cool with them and shit, like, we ain't got no home. He was like, I can work that out for y'all and shit. And it's like, and I'm like, how the hell you become a fugitive already? And one thing Michael Bay really needs to stop doing, he needs to stop pushing this fucking agenda that the Autobots or Transformers are evil and shit, and we need to kick them off the planet. Because it's kind of fucking ironic how you want to call them evil and shit, but then y'all will fuck around and make a deal with Megatron to break out a couple of his Decepticons. And it's just like, what? Like, I see why some people would not like this movie. Like, I understand that. I'm not saying I don't understand why people wouldn't like this movie. But at the end, like, I can look past some of that and I can still enjoy the movie. But yeah, and so the final act, people said the final act was a fucking mess, and I wouldn't say it was a fucking mess, but it was chaotic. It's a whole bunch of shit going on. They're trying to do all this. It's like, okay, and they finally get the staff, and, you know, they killed Quintessa. At least I think they killed Quintessa. I mean, she just fucking like disappeared or something. I was like, what kind of death was that? But yeah, and like, people say the ending was abrupt as hell, and you know, usually I don't agree with that when people say the Transformers movie be ending abruptly, but goddamn, this movie was abrupt. So like, right after they killed Quintessa, and they're like all falling down back to Earth and shit, and you know, back to the ground, and like trying to, you know, wrap up meet you. You know how the Transformers movies end, they like get a daps to the Transformers or the armies, and soldiers hug each other and shit. It's like as soon as they're falling down, Optimus Prime start monologuing. I'm like, damn, okay, it's over already. Now I'm not gonna talk about what actually happens at the end. Just know that it sets up for another Transformers movie, even though it's advertised as the final battle. I'm like, these Transformers movies ain't going nowhere for a while. So yeah, but overall though, I know I didn't go too deep into about the plot and stuff. I'll improve on these as I go on, if you guys want them to go on. But the movie was pretty good. I mean, if I can give you a quick summary, basically, Quintessa's just trying to get her staff that was stolen from her hellas ago, and to try to wake up Unicron, who's hidden in the Earth, and try to destroy Earth. That's pretty much it. She captures Optimus Prime when he comes to find his creators, like he said he was going to do at Transformers 4, and she makes him Nemesis Prime. And yeah, Cade's a fugitive. The little girl, who was played by Isabella Monet, there was no point in her being in that fucking movie. She was there for like the beginning and disappeared until like the end, like everybody said. And yeah, that's pretty much the fucking plot. You know, Cade's a fugitive. He meets Sir Anthony Hopkins' character and all of that shit, and they just fucking, what's the name of? You know, it's your typical Transformers movie. Go see the motherfucking movie for yourself if you want a super duper detailed thought on it. But yeah, Transformers the last night, it wasn't that bad to me. I enjoyed the movie. I give it about, say like a 8 out of 10, maybe even a 7 maybe. But it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. It was a good time. I had fun with it. Comment below what you thought of Transformers The Last Night. Comment some things that I missed out on. And if you want to see more of these reviews, I'm out this bitch. Peace.